always good when the Let's Go Mets starts before we even start. So feel free. LGM. Where's Pete? LFGM. My bosses are admonishing me for saying that. Hi, Joe. Good afternoon, everyone. Is everyone having a good time for our first ever FanFest? This guy in particular, Marisol Castro, hosting this segment. You guys feel like you're 100 miles away from me.
So far away.
Can we hold hands?
Yep, so far away.
For a good season. One half of the PA announcers here at Citi Field for your 2020 New York Mets. And these fellas look vaguely familiar, I think. They are also the newest members of our gang here at the New York Mets. Michael Wacha, Dellin Betances, Rick Porcello. Welcome. So feel free to answer in whichever order you would like. Before I get to those questions, I want to encourage all of you in the audience, if you have questions, which if I were there, I would have questions, and honestly, you don't want to hear my voice. We have friends walking around with microphones who will come to you and give you the opportunity to ask these guys some questions. Sound good? Excellent. What made this team so enticing to make you want to come play for the New York Mets? Who wants to start?
I'll take this one, I guess. No, there was a lot of things that went into the decision for sure, but I think the biggest thing was they've got a really good club here. We're competing every single year, and this is the team that it's got all the talent that we've got, and so it was an easy decision to come here and hopefully come out there and compete with all these guys and just make a little run in the postseason. But it's very exciting for sure.
Well, for me, the Mets were one of the teams that were on me from the start of free agency, from GM meetings to winter meetings, and I felt like their interest was very high. And, after learning about the team, obviously I watched them. I was really close, so I watched them last year in the second half, did what they did, and, the pieces they added with Wacha, Porcello. I feel like the rotation is probably the deepest in the league, and bullpen-wise, I felt we had a strong bullpen, and, I'm definitely excited. So.
And we're excited to have you, the three of you here.
That's right.
Rick?
Yeah, I think a lot of what Dellin and Michael already said, the opportunity to win, you can't take that for granted. This ball club had a good year last year. Couple games away from making the postseason, so hopefully we can come in and help get over the hump. I grew up a Mets fan. I grew up about – that's right. 2000 was a great year. I don't care what happened in the World Series. I grew up about an hour away from here, so to be able to come home and play in front of my friends and family is a dream come true for me.
And along those same lines, Rick, who were some of your favorite, you mentioned the 2000 team, but who were some of your favorite players growing up?
Lighter, baby. that's part of the jersey thing. Dom Smith was very gracious to let me wear this number this year, but I was a big Outlighter fan. Even before that, I think one of my all-time favorite Mets is John Franco. He's a local guy and just loved him. So those are my guys.
I like it. Michael, tell us about what you expect with the transition from St. Louis to New York. I don't know if you were here earlier, but New York fans, we love you to death. Sometimes we hate you to death, but then we ultimately end up loving you to death.
No, I'm looking forward to the transition for sure. I mean, it's already been a great day meeting all the Mets faithful here in New York up here at the ballpark, and so I've never felt more welcomed from you guys and this fan base, and so it's been an awesome feeling today, getting to hang out with you guys and getting to meet all of y'all, and just looking forward to getting up to the ballpark, getting down to spring training, and getting this season rolling.
So are we, for that matter. I just want to remind you again, if you have any questions, flag one of us down, and we will bring a microphone in your direction. Dellin, how are you feeling? What are you doing to prepare for this season to keep yourself healthy?
Well, doing a lot of rehab for my ankle. As far as baseball activities, I'm doing everything I would do in a normal off season. I've thrown 3 bullpens so far, so I'll definitely be ready for this 2020 season.
Excellent. So some off-field questions. What do you like to do when you are not playing baseball?
All right, I'll take it.
So
Yeah.
start us off,
My two big hobbies are golf and fly fishing, which is weird for a guy from New Jersey because there's not that many streams to fish for trout. But, yeah, those are my two things. So.
I actually I enjoy playing cards, so poker,
Poker.
hold'em, and I mean I enjoy watching other sports, football, basketball, big basketball fan. So.
Do you have a fan for next Sunday? Do you have a horse in that race? Who are you rooting for in the Super Bowl?
Well, I want Patrick Mahomes. I want the Chiefs to win. So.
And do you like long walks in the park, Michael?
I'm more of a golfer in the off-season type of stuff. I like to travel a little bit. Try to just go and see as much family as I can throughout the off-season and stuff. But other than that, I'll watch some Netflix, watch some TV, and just kind of hang out.
You just like to Netflix and chill.
For the most part, yeah.
Favorite show on Netflix?
Man, there's quite a few of them. I mean, I would probably say the Friday Night Lights series was probably one of my favorites that's on there. But here recently, I can never turn down a little Impractical Jokers or something like that.
Come on.
TV.
And you know they've been to the ballpark.
Is that right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
hey,
Just
big
ask,
fan of those guys.
just ask Noah. He'll tell you all about it.
Oh, I think I have seen that episode, actually. You're right.
I think we do have a question from one of our fans. Tell us your first name, your last name if you're so inclined, and where you're from.
My name is Bobby Politis, and I'm from Jersey. I have a question for Dellin. We obviously struggled in our bullpen last year. I think everyone here struggled watching that. What do you think you bring to the table to the bullpen that will help us this year?
Well, for me, I'm gonna try to do the best to hold the leads. Obviously, I enjoy coming in late in ball games when the situation is probably not the best. I like coming in and try to shut the door down wherever it is. In the middle innings, later innings, I'm just happy to be a part of this group because I do feel like we do have a great bullpen, and I'm just trying to contribute as best as I can with that.
Excellent. Any other questions? Don't be shy now. I'm getting hoarse. Oh, hello. Tell us your first name and where you're from and who you would like to answer your question.
Hi, I'm Jefferson from Levittown, and
America's first suburb. Love it.
this question is for whoever wants to answer. Who are your closest buddies on the team so far?
These two guys sitting up here right now. We just got
Good
here,
answer,
pal.
good
So
answer.
Met all the guys.
we're
Good
still
answer.
doing the meet and greets, but it seems like this is a great group of guys, and pretty easy to kind of just blend in already. So I'm really excited to get to know everyone and win some ball games.
Dellin, Michael?
Well, I play with Robinson Cano, so that's the only guy I play with. So Cano's my favorite so far.
Yeah, and I've met a lot of the guys today, and all seem like great guys, and I've heard nothing bad about their clubhouse, and so just looking forward to getting to know all these guys a little bit more, and going out there and playing with them.
I think we have a question in back. Tell us your name and where you're from and who you'd like to ask.
Hey, everybody. My name is Kyle from Comac. First of all, welcome to New York. My question's for all three of you. Since all of you have postseason experience, what can you teach the younger guys on our team how to compete better and how to be a better group?
Well, I think last year in the second half, this group definitely made a run, to make the playoffs. They came up a little short, so I think there's some playoff experience in the team already. For me, I'm going to try to help as much as I can with guys all over the team and just on a day-to-day basis, obviously. I'm going to try to learn as much as I can from them. And, obviously I think we have the team to do some great things this year. So I'm definitely excited for that.
No, the playoffs are amazing amazing place to play, and you know, I think it just all comes down to which teams gets the hottest right there at the end and makes a little run into the postseason, and then it's all about trying to just treat every game like, you know, game 45 or game 101. Try not to put too much emphasis on those postseason games. And I mean, the lights are brighter. You know, a lot more media coming out for those games, but just try to treat every game the same, and found out that works out pretty well.
Yeah, I second both of what Dellin and Michael said. I think it's important to go out there and understand, even though you know, there's a lot riding on each game, and now you're in the postseason, you treat it just like any other ball game. Mound's still 60 feet 6 inches away. Bases are still 90 feet. But the one thing I think you got to know that you're the best team out there, and you got to have that confidence, and you got to be ready to steamroll everyone in the playoffs, because you know you're playing up against the best teams in the league that year, and that confidence can take you a long way.
Thank you. Another question?
Hello to all three, and welcome. Dellin especially, welcome to the real side of New York.
Tell us.
I'm Dominican just like you, bro.
Tell us your name and where you're from.
I'm sorry.
It's
My name
okay.
is Orlando Ogando. I'm from Passaic, New Jersey. My question is in general for all three. Who is your most feared hitter? Doesn't have to be, you know, Barry Bonds and all like that. Just who, damn, not this guy, him.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's not a Barry Bonds or a Mike Trout. It's Brad Miller. The guy's got like 6 home runs off me. I'm literally inventing pitches to throw this guy, and he's still barreling them. So that's my guy.
I mean, this is usually. I mean, I don't know if I have one guy. I feel like I pitch better to, you know, the guys that hit a lot better. So sometimes it's the no-name guys that you guys probably wouldn't even think about. But I don't really have one guy that I can think of.
I mean, one guy that comes off my head is David Ortiz was one of the guys that he stepped in the box. He's like, all right, you got to pay attention to what you're doing with this guy. But
Thank you. We have a question down here, over here. Where? Hi. I just got to get a microphone to you.
How you doing?
I'm so sorry. But La República Dominicana over here, right? Yes?
Yes.
Exactly. Tell us your name and where
My
you're
name is
from.
Pete. I'm from Valley Stream, Long Island. The question for all of you guys: how you guys feel having Luis Rojas, especially you, Betances, maybe Countryside, as your manager now, and what do you think about what he's gonna do with you guys this year?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I've only met Luis, but I've heard nothing but great things about him, and obviously he's got the family background of great managers, son of Felipe Alou, and brother of Moises Alou, is a great ball player. So I'm really looking forward to developing that relationship and going out there and playing hard and winning ball games for him.
I think, I got the chance to meet him today. I've heard a lot of great things from players, people that know him from back in the Dominican Republic, and I think the whole country in Dominican is proud. He's excited. I think he's the 6th Dominican manager, so I think everybody in the country is excited for this our new manager, and I can't wait to play for him.
yeah, just follow up what those two said. Just recently met him earlier today, but heard nothing but great things about him, and looking forward to going out there and getting to know him better and competing out there with him.
Other questions? Can someone please get over here? If we don't get a mic to this woman, she's going to be very sad. I can't have her sad. Yes, sir. Tell us your name and where you're from.
I'm Steve from Jersey. And to clarify something that said earlier, Mets fans will love you, win or lose, but we like you a whole lot better when you win. My question is now, Dellin is used to this, but you come here and you've now got 10 times as many reporters standing at your locker. You got all these fans yelling at you from the stands. And do you think that's going to be an adjustment coming from the other teams?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be something that you kind of got to get used to. I'm coming from St. Louis. It's pretty big baseball town, but a lot of baseball coverage there for sure. But obviously not quite as much as in the big city here. But I'm just looking forward to it, man. It's all about just blocking out distractions, and I'm the king of cliche answers, so I'm sure they'll love that in the interviews. But it's all about just going out there and performing out on the field, and the rest will take care of itself.
Yeah, he's absolutely right. As far as the media goes, they have a job to do. You got to answer questions and do it as a professional, and that's it. I mean, if you're not playing well, then you deserve to hear about it. You got to be held accountable for your performance, and vice versa. If you're playing well, then you get praised. But I think for me, playing in front of a fan base that's so into it, like Mets fans, in a city like New York City, is as good as it gets. The playing out in another city where you're getting 8,000 people a night, they don't even know what's going on with the team. That's not where you want to be. You want to be on the biggest stage, playing in front of one of the best fan bases, and that's what's going to bring the best out of us. And hopefully we put on a good show for you guys this year.
You're here. Another question over here.
Hi, my name is Mary, and I'm
Oh.
from New York. And since you all played in New York as visiting players, and Dellin as you as a Yankee, what aspect of New York do you like the best outside of baseball? Is there something like particular that you like that's
There's
not
some
baseball about
unbelievable
New York?
Italian restaurants in New York City.
I was going to say the food. Do you have a favorite Italian restaurant?
I don't have a favorite, but I know there's a lot of good ones.
Bone is good.
Carbone.
Carbone.
That's your favorite, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that. Carbone's good. For me, I enjoy going to Broadway shows. I go to probably 2 or 3 every off season. So
Have you seen the Temptation show yet?
yes, I did.
Pretty good. Yeah,
Awesome.
right? I haven't seen it,
Great show.
but maybe I'll use your name at the door.
Yeah.
What about you, Michael?
Yeah, I mean, like these guys said, the restaurants, the shows are all fun. Just just walking around the city, a bunch of shops, a lot of stores. Walk in and do a little window shopping, I guess. But no, it's always a trip that I mark on the calendar for whenever we were coming here for sure.
Next question.
My name's Alex, and I'm from Hicksville, New York. I have a question for Rick. What was it like to pitch in the World Series?
It was an unbelievable experience. You dream of it as a kid. It's everything you work towards your entire life, really. And then to actually get the opportunity to pitch in the World Series and win it is, it felt better than I thought it would. Honestly, it was an incredible feeling. So I'm definitely looking forward to repeating that feeling this year.
Great. We have time for 1 or 2 more questions. I see some folks over there. Disco Dave has the mic ready.
You'll go next. Go ahead. Either one.
You can ask together if you want.
My name is Charlie, and I'm from Scarsdale, New York. And my question is, what do you think about the discussion of having designated hitters in the National League?
Oh, this is my first chance to swing it. They can't do that.
Get Charlie from Scarsdale a media credential.
Yeah, I like facing the pitcher while I'm pitching. So hey, keep that pitcher in there every 9 hitters, and I like it. And I also like getting in there and getting a few bunts down every now and then, move a base runner over. But yeah, I like to swing it for sure.
Yeah, I think I'm out on hitting. I'm out. I mean, whatever they want to do, as long as I'm not taking a bat, I think I'll be fine with that.
Yeah, no, I'm a big no. This is my first time on a National League team, so I'm really looking forward to getting up to the plate and swinging the bat a little bit. So
You got any knocks?
I got a couple knocks. I got my best one's off Scherzer. Bases loaded, double in the gap. How you doing?
There you go. One last question.
Hi, I'm Alex from New York City. So I believe you guys are all on 1-year deals. So what are the things that are going to have to happen this year for you guys to consider re-signing past 2020?
I'm just trying to figure out where I'm living for spring training this year. I haven't really thought about that yet. So, no, it's, this is definitely an organization that we all want to be a part of, and starts with 1 year. Let's go out there and have a good year, and then we'll take care of it from there.
Yeah, I mean, what Rick said, I mean, obviously, all I want to do is win. So, I definitely feel like we have the team to do that, and, obviously we'll see what happens.
Yeah, just mimic those guys. I mean, that's the mindset you have to have is just going out there and compete in that 1 year, and, that contract stuff will take care of itself. So it's just all eyes on spring training right now and getting down there to St. Lucie and getting this thing going for sure.
That is a good place to end. Rick Porcello, Dellin Betances, Michael Wacha. Thank you so much. And thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Stick around. We have more FanFest shenanigans coming right up.